guys, I am Berta McKelly Adams. Welcome to SnapComms, where we bring you news in a snap. This week, the BVI joins the rest of the world in celebration of National Council Week 2019, being observed from February 4th through the 8th under the theme School Counselors, providing lessons for life. To speak more about the subject, we have guidance counselors from the Elmo Stout High School, and I will allow them to introduce themselves. Guys, welcome. We'll begin with you.
Hi, my name is Jovan Cline, 8th grade counselor for the Elmo Stout High School.
And I am Kimra Dewindnt. I am also at the Elmo Stout High School, and I'm responsible for the 7th graders.
Okay, welcome once again, guys. So we're celebrating Counselors Week. Give us an idea of what your job entails as a school counselor.
As a school counselor, our main job is service to the students. Okay. We are the advocates for the students when it comes to their rights, the services that they will need, whether it be educational, behavioral, social. We're there to give them support. We're there to help them with the guidance, and we're there to help them, set plans for, their future.
I like how you put that. Do students know that they have a right, that they can, more or less?
I think they know.
They know. Very different group from when I went to high school, I guess. They know their rights. I didn't know.
We encourage them to do the right thing, speak up for what is right in their aspect. Don't just sit back and see things happening and don't say anything because you have a right.
And I think what we try more recently to get them to know is how to exercise their rights, because a lot of them know that they have rights, but sometimes they go about it the wrong way.
All right. Would you encourage your students to become guidance counselors, and why? Tell me.
I would encourage our students to be guidance counselors. As counselors, we help our students to follow the right path. We not only play a part in their lives at school, but outside of school. And when we work with our students, they see the impact on their lives, and we encourage them to do the same for others, because the generation after them, they are the ones they are going to have to impact. And being a counselor is a very noble profession, as we would say. And I can't speak for Mr. Cline, but I can speak for myself. I enjoy it. This is my 14th year.
That's your 14th year?
Yes.
Tell me, what is the most gratifying aspect of your career as a counselor?
When you see a student at their lowest, and within that year or maybe 6 months down the line, you have seen how they have evolved. My hardest part is I deal with the incoming students, those that come from the primary school over, and they are still at that baby stage, as we would call them. But a year from then, you see how they have become much more mature. If they have behavioral issues, they have, it has not disappeared 100%, but from 1 year to the next, you see how they become that more mature student, and things that they've done in the beginning, they no longer do it. So the mere fact that they have changed tells me that I am doing something, or we as counselors are doing something, because when they move on from me, they move on to the next counselor. And it's like we're just building that foundation for each child until they get to the 12th grade, when they transition into HLSCC or even into the working world.
Yeah. And in agreement that the growth that we have the opportunity to see. I mean, we're looking at the next leaders, we're looking at the next teachers, we're looking at the next police officers and protectors of our territory. So when we have this opportunity to see where they're starting off from, and just like Ms. Dewindnt said, in the short amount of time that we're around them, we get to see the changes. And it's really the small moments when they finally express the awareness or the discipline that you've been trying to teach them for so long, when that moment where they finally say to themselves, you know what, I want to do better, and they come and they show you a paper where they're applying the strategies and the techniques that you've been working with them on. those are the moments that, you know, you can't replace. Yeah.
When I was going to school, I remember that I only visited the guidance counselor one time. I had a little heartbreak at home, something had happened, and then I went to school. I think it was something silly. But then I went to school crying my eyes out, and my homeroom teacher called guidance officer, Miss Forbes, and she spoke to me. But I never used the services of a guidance officer. Tell me, do you have a lot of visits on a day-to-day basis?
Yes.
Yes, we do. A lot of visit. And especially where we're located right now, it's where we're all situated in one area. So like I said, I'm responsible for 7th grade. So when 7th grade students come to me, it's everybody there. It's not just say, okay, I need to speak to Ms. Dewindnt and Ms. Dewindnt alone. We work together in terms of helping our students. So we basically do individual sessions where the student come to us. Then we go into the classroom. We do classroom sessions. We do group sessions. We do a lot with our students. So it's not just them coming to us, but we actually go through them as well.
And like mentioned before, the students of this generation have a better idea of their rights, and they know that they can come up to the counselor for certain things. And honestly, we have some students that just check in on us, you know, just to come up and see, you know, how they're doing. And like Ms. Dewindnt said, since we moved over to a new location or a temporary location, you know, the students come up to us to kind of get away from everything else that's happening around, especially after Orma. You know, it was really the safe place, you know, for the students in the school. And some of them have just really held on to the area, so they come up continuously just to check in or to sit down or, you know, to really talk when they need to talk.
Okay, so it's not just for trouble cases.
Oh no, we don't. We don't deal with discipline. We deal with the behavior that drives the actions for discipline. But we don't deal with discipline at all. But there's a discipline team that deals with discipline, and they will refer the student to us, and then we deal with it on the counseling aspect. And as Mr. Cline is talking, we have some students that come to visit us like every morning, and if we're not there, and then we walk in, we come like, well, I came to look for you guys. Where you are? You know, we call them like our children. So, you know, like they're checking in with their parents. Where are you? I came to look for you and you're not there. So we have that as a little joke, but it's heartfelt and warming to see that we've touched the lives of students, that they can come and literally, they don't just come in because they have an issue or something is happening. They just come to check in with us and make sure that we are there, you know, and it feels good.
It's not just like that, you know, at the Elmo South High School as well. We are a part of a team of counselors in the territory. So the public system, the New Horizons guidance counseling team, we have counselors stationed at all the public primary schools and the secondary schools. So the Virgin Islands Technical Institute, VIS, they also have a counselor, and, you know, all the primary schools. And on tomorrow, going along with the Counselors Week, we'll actually be, you know, visiting each other's schools. So myself, for example, I'll be at the Willard Wheatley Primary School. I don't remember what school.
Ebenezer, and the counselor from Ebenezer Thomas, she will be at Elmo South High School.
Right. So, you know, it's giving us a chance to just reach out to other kids in the territory. And coming from the high school, we'll have a chance to speak with some of the 6th graders and, you know, speak with them about coming into high school, to give them a kind of head start about what to expect and how they need to prepare themselves.
Yeah. This brings me to my next question. What is planned to highlight Counseling Week?
Okay, for the plans to highlight our weekly Counselors Week, on Sunday we went to church at the Church of God of Prophecy in Long Loc, where they welcomed us with open arms. We had a great time. My colleagues, they sung. I read the scripture, and we had a great time at church on Sunday. It was good. On yesterday, which was Monday, We went to the Pear Park. We took some pictures, just socialize for maybe an hour or so, and then we went back to our respective schools. Some of the counselors, before they got there, they did General Assembly, introduced Counselors Week, and I think they talk about some of the activities that will be transpiring throughout the week. On tomorrow, we would have our switch of school, where each counselor will be going to a different school. And on Thursday, we'll go into the classroom, talk about what is a counselor, what we do, our roles as counselors for the students them. And on Friday, we will be ending off the week in Jost Van Dyke.
Very well. In conclusion, is there anything that you would want the audience to know that we have not asked you? Anything at all? Anything that you want to speak about your career as a counselor, about the week, anything at all?
What I'll say for the general awareness of counseling and students getting help, I want to let the public know, whether it be the students, the parents, or just the community, know that it's okay to get help. It's okay to speak with someone. It's okay to find help. It's okay to reach out. I think we have a culture that's not any fault of our own, but just how we grew up and what we came into, where we have the mindset of keeping our business to ourselves, and you have some students, they're told at home, don't tell anybody my business. So the students come, and sometimes they're really suffering with some things that are holding them back academically, because if a child is distracted mentally, then it's going to show in other ways. So we help a lot of students, and we're here to help a lot of students through conversation and counsel and support. But it takes that student knowing that it's okay to come out and speak with us, come out and let us know, hey, this is going on with me, or this is on my mind. Confidentiality is our job. Confidentiality is our job, and that's something that we pride ourselves in. So that would be the thing that I really want the students and the public to know. It's okay to get help. Yeah.
That's what we're here for, to help you. And we want the public to know that we are there. Like I said, I've been in this business for like 14 years now, and I have seen it grown, and it will continue to grow as counselors. So to the public, we are here. We are here to help your kids, and we do the best as we can to make sure that their transition in the education system is a smooth one.
I want to thank you for coming out.
Thank you for having me.
And speaking to us. And anytime at all that you have anything that you feel that you need to share, please come to SnapComms and let us have a talk.
Definitely. Thank you.
That's it for today, guys. I am Bertha McKelly Adams. Be sure to tune in to your daily feed of SnapComms, where we bring you news in a snap.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel, Twitter, and Facebook at BVI Government, and Instagram at GIS BVI.